was Al-Bukhari? Al-Bukhari, his name was Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Ismail ibn Ibrahim ibn Mughira ibn Bardizbah al-Ju'fi mawlahum al-Bukhari. His actual name is Muhammad. His name is Muhammad, father's name Ismail, and grandfather's name Ibrahim. So very easy to memorize. Muhammad ibn Ismail ibn Ibrahim, and his great-grandfather Mughira was the one who converted to Islam. And Mughira converted to Islam during the lifetime of the Sahaba. The Sahaba, they conquered the province of Khurasan. And Khurasan is in modern Afghanistan and Iran. It is in a province that is modern day Iran and Afghanistan. So Bukhari is actually from the province of Bukhara, or in that land Mawara an-Nahr, which is in English is called Transoxania, and this is the land which is now in modern day Iran. So Bukhari was a Persian. Bukhari was a Persian, and he obviously had the features of a Persian, and he spoke Persian as his mother language. So the language he was fluent in was Persian. And Arabic, of course, he was fluent in, but it was an acquired language. And it was not the language he spoke basically at home. And then Al-Bukhari, and Al-Bukhari means he was from the city of Bukhara. So we say Imam Al-Bukhari is not even his name. It is his nisba, where is his city? And in those days, they would ascribe a person both to his blood and to his city.
In terms of the day that he was born on either the 12th or 13th of Shawwal in the year 194. 12th or 13th of Shawwal, 194, which was the day of Jum'ah, In terms of his birth, there's nothing miraculous that was narrated in terms of what happened to him. But what we do know about his early childhood is two key events. Number one, that his father passed away when he was very, very young. He was very young and his father passed away. And number two, Imam al-Bukhari rahimahullah, he actually went blind at the age of 3. He actually went blind at the age of 3. Now let us get into his parents, and we're going to tie all these points together. His mother, we do not know too much about her. But what we do know about her is that she was someone that used to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regularly. She was an abida. Like, she loved worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what had happened was when Imam al-Bukhari rahimahullah lost his eyesight at the age of 3, she had dedicated herself that I'm going to continue praying tahajjud and qiyamul layl every single night and making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala returns his eyesight, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala returns his eyesight.
Then a miracle from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happens. And keep in mind here, Al-Bukhari was not blind for just a month or two. Al-Bukhari was blind for a significant amount of time. It could have been 2 or 3 years that he was blind. His mother never gave up hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She continued to make dua. And one night as she's sleeping, she sees Ibrahim alayhi salam. And Ibrahim alayhi salam comes to her and says to her, Ya hadihi, O so-and-so, Inna Allah yubashiruki, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you the glad tidings, Annahu qad radda basaru waladik, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has restored the eyesight of your child, li kathrati du'aik. And actually says to her, Ibrahim says to her, because of your dua. Ibrahim alayhi salam says to her, Allah has restored the sight of your child because of your dua. She wakes up, she goes to Imam al-Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala, and as she wakes him up, he opens his eyes and he's looking around, clearly seeing, confused, how is it that he can see and what's going on here, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answered that dua. And this is significant because we owe the entire legacy of Imam al-Bukhari to his mother, to the dua of a mother.